What's up, guys? The BLU-RAY Lover channel here with some movie news, some casting movie news. That Kevin Bacon has interest in playing Freddy Krueger in the new remake, and he would like to play Freddy. And I want to give my thoughts on this. And I've been a big fan of Kevin Bacon since I was a kid. Tremors is one of my favorite films of his. He's also a great dramatic actor. He's also been award-winning actor on TV. He's also a director, a singer. But at the end of the day, the guy can act his ass off, and he's at that age where he's in his 50s, but the guy still is working and constantly giving great performances, if it's even on film or TV. Kevin Bacon playing Freddy Krueger, I don't see it. So you sort of have him donning the fedora, you know, the glove with just the knives. Jackie Earl Haley just, to me, wasn't great in the remake, and he just looked awkward, and he was a shorter. Literally was a shorter. If you can tell, Freddy Krueger in the remake was short, and Robert Englund was not short. He was a little taller, and Kevin Bacon has a little bit of a length and tallness to himself that Jackie Earl Haley didn't have, and just the remake was just bad, and it was just rehashing the original. But with this remake, they actually want to use the Dream Warrior storyline from the third film, which is one of my favorites, and I know everybody who love A Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors 3 is their favorite as well. Dockett's great song with the Dream Warriors is great. I listen to it all the time. They take that storyline and they start off fresh with the kids in the mental hospital fighting Freddy. After he was killed years ago, he's come back. He's targeting these new kids from the parents who burned him, and these kids have these gifts. And he starts going after them, picking them off one by one, and these kids team together to stop him. That'd be a great idea. That would be great, Nightmare on Elm Street, if you make it dark and fun and make these kids fight, and, you know, give Freddy a fight, but make sure, you know, you bring that darkness and that little bit of edge and humor to A Nightmare on Elm Street. If Kevin Bacon plays him, or any actor who plays Freddy Krueger has big shoes to fill. Jackie Earl Haley did not have the wit and the gusto to do it, and I think he was just, he was trying to do his own thing and it didn't work. When Freddy speaks, he terrifies you with his voice and the way he just tricks you, manipulates you. He scares the shit out of you before he kills you. And I don't think Jackie Earl Haley had it. But Kevin Bacon, if I see him, the full makeup, the fedora, the burnt face, the sweater, and the gloves with the knives on them, it would be a great idea to see, you know, Kevin Bacon as Freddy. But at the end of the day, you would look at it like, what if Robert Englund was younger and was given one more chance to play Freddy again and give him a swan song, give him, say goodbye to Freddy, because he's said goodbye in a way in Freddy vs. Jason, but they didn't, because Mike, you know, when Jason was holding his head and he winked, we thought we were going to get a sequel, and we never got a sequel to Freddy vs. Jason. But if they do this remake, which I hear they want to release it by 2019 or 20, 10 years after the crappy, you know, remake that was done by Michael Bay and his fucking Platinum Dooms fucking company that needs to stop producing and do original shit for once and stop touching classic horror films. They're great, and then they fuck it up, and then we gotta live through that shit. But Kevin Bacon as Freddy Krueger is 50-50 on me until I see him play it. Will he get picked? He just, granted, he's interested, but I don't think New Line should go after a name. They should go after like a character actor, somebody like Robert Englund, who wasn't well known at the time. Did a few things on TV, was on the miniseries V, which I grew up watching in the 80s. And he got the role, and then he owned the role. He gave a great performance, even though he didn't speak a lot in the film. What he did in the original Nightmare on Elm Street should have garnered him some awards, talk, stuff like that, because he made that fucking character. He scared the living shit out of me for years. And sometimes when I watch the original, I still get scared watching it because it holds up. A lot of horror films don't. A Nightmare on Elm Street does. And Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger will always go down as one of the best horror villains to me all time. There's a script floating around, like I said, about the Dream Warriors up with Freddy, go at it with them and changing it up a bit. I would love to see that. But until then, we don't know what the plans are for the remake. Who's directing, who's writing. Just right now, Kevin Bacon's talking about it. But I would love to see A Nightmare on Elm Street. One more film with Robert Englund, but we might not get it because, like I said, Robert Englund is in his 70s. He did garner interest in playing Freddy a few months ago, but it would be great to see Robert Englund play one more time. my thoughts, Kevin Bacon playing Freddy Krueger. I really don't want to see it, but if it is, he's cast as it, and it would be cool. I have to see him in the fedora, like I said, in the makeup and the glove, the iconic gloves. He has to have the niche and do his own Freddy, and don't do what Jackie Earl Haley did. Just do your own shit, create a Freddy, and make it your own, and maybe you'll get a franchise out of it. All right, guys. Leave me a comment letting me know what do you think about Kevin Bacon playing Freddy Krueger. Do you want him to play it, or do you think that New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers will cast somebody else? What do you think about the Dream Warriors idea of them fighting Freddy in a sort of in a way that would make the movie interesting and rise the franchise again? Which I think they missed their shot in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, where they could have had the 3 remaining guys fight Freddy again, and instead they're killing them off early in the movie, which was just bullshit. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm the Blu-ray Lover channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.